What's good, everybody? It is your boy Cab back with another Xenoverse 2 video for you guys. Today we are here to take a look at what is probably the most broken skill in DLC Pack 15. Now remember, broken doesn't always mean broken in the sense that it is just OP. There are two different types of broken mechanics or broken skills when it comes to fighting games, right? There's the type of broken skill that is just, well, game breaking. It ruins the game, makes it kind of unplayable, or something is just so OP that you don't ever want to fight against it, right? Then there's also the kind of broken, well, it just doesn't seem to work as it's supposed to be intended to, and that is the issue with Core Breaker, guys. Core Breaker is a skill that is by far the coolest that we have in this DLC, but at the same time, one that needs to be adjusted with like its tracking, or you know how in patch notes we get skills and it says the skill was made easier to hit with. That needs to be done for Core Breaker, guys, because Core Breaker is a skill that you have to be at certain angles for this attack to hit. Like even if you were right up in your opponent's face, like watch, right next to Trunks, right? I'm gonna fly directly over him.
What the hell?
I am literally right next to the man and I just flew right over his head. And then if you are in the air and you knock your opponent down with a stamina break, a heavy stamina break at that, we're going to put Trunks in the air. Now I'm going to knock him down with a heavy stamina break and then go into Core Breaker immediately afterwards. Once again, I will fly right. Oh, I actually hit the man this time. See, there we go with the angles though. Again, this is what I'm talking about with this skill. It is very, very wonky. If you are not at the correct angle for this skill to land, it will not work. So again, right there, you just saw it. It requires certain angles to actually work. The first time I did a heavy stamina break, it worked. The second time I did a heavy stamina break in a different position, it did not work. This skill is very, very wonky when it comes to its actual hit detection and how easy, I guess you could say, it is to hit with, because no skill in the game should you stand right next to an opponent, activate it, use it, and it goes right over their head. That makes absolutely no sense to me. It seems like there was absolutely no tracking at all put into this move. I don't know if that was by accident or if that was on purpose, but since it doesn't seem to have any tracking at all and it just goes in that designated straight line, it makes it really weird to hit with and use in an online situation. Because, for example, if you I just did that heavy stamina break, right? The first time it worked, the second time it didn't. So how can you really guarantee that it will always work every time? You really would have to lab this skill out to find a certain way to land it. Maybe it works after certain skills or after like a certain type of CAC's combo, maybe certain CACs because they have different type of knockdowns and things like that. Really don't know. You're gonna have to do some labbing with this skill though if you do want to use it at this moment in time, because to me right now it is just broken in the way that I don't think it's working as it's intended to. I truly do not think they intended for this skill to work like this, because there's no way that a skill should just have a designated straight line that it's going to go down no matter what and have no ability, no type of tracking towards the opponent at all. So to me, I really, really do hope that they actually fix this skill, because to me, just standing next to someone using a skill and it not landing, that's kind of crazy. Like, that is kind of crazy. I don't think there's any other skill in the game that you can just literally stand right next to your opponent, activate it, and it won't hit. So again, I truly hope that they do fix this skill, because Core Breaker to me is the coolest skill in the whole DLC. I mean, look at that animation. It is crazy. And for those who are saying, I saw a lot of people saying that the skill is way too long or things along those lines. You have plenty of time after like a heavy stamina break, or if you just stamina break your opponent, use a sledgehammer afterwards. The skill will work in plenty of time. The only issue with it is, well, that, you know, it kind of misses. And especially if you're using a sledgehammer, that means you're right over your opponent. So even though it's going to give you the time you need to actually land a skill, most likely you may be flying right over their head, like you've seen a lot of times in this video right here. But what we're going to do now is actually take this skill online and try to land it in an online situation, because again, it's kind of like a 50-50 or maybe even less than that % chance of the skill actually landing in situations that you don't know about. So I'm just going to be online and try to land this skill like I would a normal ultimate or something like that. Stamina break my opponent, put them through a combo, knock down, some along those lines, knock away, and try and use it and see what happens. Who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll find some things out about the skill. But let's jump into the online play. And you know when we go online, we always go in strong. So let's get it. Alright, y'all, here we go. Again, the objective here is to land this skill online. Hopefully, oh, that was a charge. That was a charge keep. What the hell was that? Bro, what was that back hit? I don't know who's getting hit here. This Gamma 2 mirror match, I don't like it. I do not like it at all. Like, these...
You got knocked the fuck out!
Characters just, they just look, I thought I was hitting him! This is what I'm talking about. Oh, bitch. Take this, knock down, please work, please! I don't know why, I was just about to knock him away with that and think that, you know, maybe, what's it called? Maybe it would, like, give me enough time to, oh shit, do another one. But the move costs, I think, 5 bars a key, so I wouldn't have been able to do another one anyway. How did he hit me there? Why does he keep trying stamina break? Bro, I did a back hit! Hello? That back hit is so odd. Okay, this time, we're just going to try and knock him away. Oh, I don't have enough! Come here. Come here. I doubt this works. Yeah. Awful knock away. Okay, so, I mean, I really don't know. Because there's no skill that Gamma 2 has that would make this skill work. Like, I don't know. I really don't, bro. What was that? What did he just use? Oh, he used Victory Rush. I was like, what was I going to say? Is he trying to use it again? But I don't know, man. When it comes to Core Breaker, this is a skill that will definitely be. Let me see where he goes. Okay, so he does kind of track me right there, but it should have better. It should be way easier to actually connect with than it is. I wanted to just test that to see what kind of angle he flies at. Like if I go to the side, will he follow me? And he did. So it does have some kind of tracking. It's just not the greatest in the world overall. Like it still needs to be made easier to hit with, because I don't think there's a way right now to necessarily land the skill with Gamma 2. Like with Gamma 2, I just don't see a way where this skill is actually going to be landed in an online match, because it didn't work off of that knockdown after the stamina break. Off of the knock away, of course it's not going to work. I just wanted to try it, you know, just to see what would happen, right? And then, I mean, even in training mode, you guys would see when I would be standing right next to the guy, did this dude really just quit? Hello? For real? But as I was trying to say, I would be standing right next to the guy and it wouldn't work. So, I mean, I just don't know. None of Gamma 2's skills necessarily would set up to go into this attack either. So, I just don't know how you would necessarily land this online at a consistent rate. Because, again, the angle is a big factor in this. And the angle will change depending on what map you're on at the same time and where you're located on the map. So, to have, like, a surefire guaranteed way to land this skill, I just don't think there is one at this moment in time in Xenoverse 2. But what are your thoughts on this skill down below in the comments? Do you think that it is just absolutely broken in the sense that it needs to be fixed? Like I do. I truly think that this skill was not intended to work like this, because again, I don't see a usable option in an online match with Gamma 2. And if the skill doesn't work with Gamma 2, then it is necessarily broken in a sense, because yes, it may work in certain situations after certain moves with like your CAC, but at the same time, this skill is for Gamma 2. It should be working on this character, or it should have a way to be comboed with this character. And again, right now, I just don't see it. I don't see it. You can try with the heavy stamina break and hopefully get lucky depending on where your angle is, because you did see that it did work one time in the training mode with that. But overall, man, I don't know. I think this skill needs to be fixed, because it is the coolest skill in the whole pack, in my opinion. Like, I think this is by far the coolest skill that we got in DLC 15. It just doesn't really connect too well. Like, that is the major issue with it. So I truly hope that we do get an update for this skill, because I believe for DLC 14, there were some skills that were updated and changed within like 2 months after the DLC actually dropped. There was another update that came to the game. Actually, it was the free update for Dragon Ball Breakers. 2 skills, I believe a couple of skills actually were adjusted in that update. Even, what's his name, GT Vegeta was adjusted as well to where his Ki Blast. As I was trying to say before I died, he was adjusted to where he doesn't have that infinite ki blast thing anymore. So again, hopefully they do the same for Gamma 2, because this skill truly needs to be adjusted and fixed, in my opinion, at the very least. But let me know again what you guys think about this down below in the comments. But as always, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and as always, hope you have a good one. Hey, y'all.